welcome to our free Feel Good workout, which I do every Friday at 10 o'clock, streaming live on my YouTube channel at Feel Good with Lavina. Do make sure you've hit subscribe for free so you get notified of all the new content. My amazing mother-in-law will be joining me. She's 76. We've been doing these workouts for about 4 or 5 years now, since the start of the pandemic, and there will be seated and standing options. It's all low impact, it's for all ages, all abilities. You could do it from your desk if you're working from home, if you haven't got any movement in, and you could even do it from your sofa. I have care homes, schools with disabilities. It's literally for everyone. We're going to be covering the Feel Good fitness prescription, lots of strength training, which is so important. But I'm showing you my new book, The Feel Good Fix. So we're going to be using my book today to show you how easy it is to use. Always start with a moment of breathing. So a breath snack, as I call it. And it's just the best way to calm the body and the mind, to kick in the parasympathetic nervous system, to get us ready for this great workout. I am streaming also on Zoom, so good morning to everyone on Zoom. I'm just going to say a little hello. I will come and talk to you all at the end. So if you're on Zoom, lovely to see you. I can see you live. Beautiful. So let's start. If you've got my book on page 279, and it's the mindful minute, as I call it, just a minute today. We're going to do the box breath snack. So this is actually a technique, it says here in the book, I showed in my TED talk, which you can just Google and have a watch if you haven't already. It was targeted to children. The title is Exercise for Sanity, Not Vanity, but it's applicable to everyone. This technique is used by highly trained military individuals. It's called the Navy SEAL breathing technique, and they use it to steel their nerves and focus before entering a high-pressure situation. But it can also be used to return breathing to its normal rhythm after a stressful experience. So this is a great one to have in your toolkit for any times you're feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit stressed. Today we're going to do it just to calm the body and mind and get us ready. So I want you to visualize. You can have a nice seat. Keep your feet grounded on the floor, maybe close your eyes, and I'd love you to breathe in through your nose because of the benefits of nasal breathing, which are outlined in my book. I'm going to count 4. You're going to breathe in, and then you're going to try and hold for up to 4 as we go across that box shape. We're going to exhale for 4, coming down, and hold at the bottom again for up to 4. But you just do what feels good for you. So let's give it a go. We're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, and hopefully you are feeling a little bit more refreshed, recharged. So that was on page 279, the box breath snack. Pranam, mummy. Lovely of you to join us. We're going to move on to our mobility. So these are the little exercise snacks. You can just choose to do a few minutes. I'm to page 157 of my book. If you've got my book, brilliant. If you haven't, it's available on all online retailers, Amazon, all good bookshops. This is the desk sofa snack, and it has a QR code to all the exercises. So all you have to do is just take your camera and just take a photo. It will take you to all the exercises. So we're going to start, and it's really important to do this when you're sitting for too long because we want to break those amounts of sedentary lifestyle. So we're going to start with neck roll and heart openers, Mummy. So we're going to seated or standing. Mummy will show seated. We're going to just start circling out our head. So big circles, imagining a nice clock face in front of your face. Your chin is going round the clock. Your back is nice and straight. Your stomach muscles are engaged, so your belly button's in towards your spine. Let's change direction. Breathing as we go. Oh, this feels so good. How does this feel, Mummy? Nice and relaxing, but we're just mobilizing all the muscles and joints. We're just getting them nice and warm and lubricated. And then it also says heart openers. So we're then going to place our hands on our shoulders and we're going to start drawing big circles with our elbows this time. So this is a great one for the rotation in our shoulders. That big ball and socket joint can get really tight. And it's a lovely heart opener. So really use your breath. Big positive inhales, big exhales, letting go of any tension. Shall we change direction? And it really warms up and opens up heart chakra. So you should feel a little bit of love. The love hormone, oxytocin. I can see lots of you on Zoom. Beautiful smiles. Well done on YouTube for joining in. And relax there. Anytime I give you a gap, if any of you want, you have got a choice to get your steps or standing or to rest. This is a workout for you. It's for all ages and abilities. But if you've got the energy, get your steps in. This is a great way of getting our cardiovascular health boosted just by getting some easy steps in. So the next one, if you have a band, a resistance band, a long one you can get online, or a pair of old tights like I use in my free workouts in the pandemic. Let me get Mummy a lovely pink band. There we go. So we're going to do Lavina's famous shoulder force, which has its own snack in my book. This is a best exercise. I want you to show this to all your children, grandchildren, colleagues at work. I leave a band on my desk and on my sofa to remind me when you're sitting too long. A belt will also do, but this has got a bit of stretch. And if you've got nothing, you just rotate the arms, bring the arms up and over. Don't worry if you need to bend them, that's fine. Or you could keep them nice and straight. Try and go as far round as your body allows. There's so much tightness from our seated lifestyles. Our backs are so rounded that I see people struggle to even go symmetrically up and over. So I want you to do whatever works for you. Well done, Mummy. Keep going. Now, these resistance bands are great because now we're starting to use our muscles. You could hold them tighter for more contraction. So it's a little bit harder, more resistance, or you can loosen up the band and hold it nice and loose. Pair of old tights has got that stretch. We're breathing, our backs are straight, our stomach muscles are in. Our chin is lifted. Can you smile for me? I want you to enjoy this workout. Beautiful smiles on my Zoom community. And if you join on Zoom, you just go to my free newsletter on my website and sign up for free. I'll send you all the details. Inhale, can you feel it, Yummy? Yeah. And exhale, relax there. Super work. Get a little shake out. So this one we are on, where are we? We're on page 157. My book just knocked over. We need Kindle version of my book. Is a great idea because then you could keep it on your screen as well. So we're going to do a spinal twist. This one, you could use the band if you're used to using the band and hold it nice and tight, but we're bringing it behind our heads. Or if you don't like the band, are you going to use the band? You can use the band. Show them with the band. I'm going to show you without the band. So my hands are just behind my head and I'm going to engage my stomach muscles really tight, belly button to spine. I'm just going to twist in one direction, breathing out, breathing in back to the middle, trying to keep my hips and my waist forward. So the movement is coming out of my spine. I'm really going to feel that any areas that are tight, I'm using my core, my stomach muscles. I've got my elbows nice and wide. This is a lovely one to do anytime you're seated. Just a little exercise snack. Even 30 seconds counts. Every minute counts, which is the beauty of exercise snacking. And relax. We're now going to do cross-body openers. So if you've got the band, you're going to try and open out opposite arms. Really stretch out the body. Exhale. Your harder position is to bring the hands into a frontal raise here and then change directions. So if you get tired with your arms, you can always drop them down. If you've got a band, we're really opening out. Breathe out as you open out. Inhale, release. Shall I try and coordinate with you? Breathe out. Lovely. Smile, of course. Inhale. Opening out. These are just great stretches to do. If you've got back pain, neck pain, you've just been sitting for long periods, like everyone these days with technology, try a couple of these exercises. This is saved on my YouTube channel for you to do anytime. Shall we do one more on each side, mummy? And relax. Good. So this is like our resistance band snack already. We do a little bow and arrow. I'll show you a version if you haven't got a band, but if you have, arms are out in front of you, nice and straight at shoulder height. And you're going to imagine you've got a lovely bow and arrow. And I'm really bringing that elbow round and back. I'm trying to target these muscles, my latimus dorsi. I won't touch mummy, otherwise she'll think I'm tickling her. But breathe out, good. Really imagine you're like Robin Hood, shooting that arrow, but focus that mind to muscle connection on your back. I'm going to show you, if you didn't have a band, you could just use some safe household plastic bottles, some tins, even some dumbbells, and squeeze those shoulder blades together. So my arms are at shoulder, my shoulders are relaxed down, but I'm squeezing back. You can almost hold in that position when that elbow comes back, firing that bow and arrow. Shall we do one more on each side? I can feel this already. Can you feel it, mummy? Super work. I mean, this could just be a little daily snack that you do. It's all in my book, The Feel Good Fix. So it's on page 158 with the videos, 2 exercises. The last one is our lat pull down. So we're working our back again. This time, arms are straight. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Keep one arm fixed by your ear, and the other elbow comes down the side, round the side, squeezing those shoulder blades down, using those lats again, the latimus dorsi muscles, squeezing up and down. Good. You could hold it. So again, I'm targeting here, yeah? We're working our backs. We want to get strong backs because I hear of so much back pain, because we know our backs are starting to round as well when we're sitting, when we're using technology, even phones or watching TV. That's it. Squeeze around. Lovely work. Can you feel it, mummy? Easy strength training move. It's key to build muscle mass, to help reduce our risks of so many chronic illnesses, to absorb excess blood sugar. So it's great for anyone with diabetes or type 2 diabetes. Just get them to try some of these exercises. They're easy ones we can do from the sofa, like mummy's showing, seated. Relax there. This is your moment to just circle out your arms, loosen up, have a little shake. Shake is always fun. Or you could get some steps in here, yeah? Seated or standing. I can see Zoom participants are doing a little mixture of arm circles today, like mummy. Brilliant. So we're going to turn now to page 154. It's called the Daily Wake Up Snack. And I actually do this religiously now, every day. Everything in the book is tried and tested, obviously, on me. Hundreds and thousands of people on all my social media, but it's backed by science. So everything I've put in this book is really going to help improve your health, yeah, whatever age you are. So we've got a fitness salutation with a sunflower. Now I'm going to show you the one on the floor here because I have, you know, I've got a 91-year-old live with me on Zoom. I'm sure today he's normally there. We've got 70s, 80s, 90-year-olds. The fitness salutation, I would encourage you to look at the QR code in the book. It's got sunflowers, which I can see Vinu Uncle is already doing, and Andrew on Zoom. So let's start with those. Hands are on opposite elbows, and you can then lean forward into a forward fold. If you're standing, you'll get a nice stretch on the backs of your legs. You're then going to come up one side, unraveling beautiful sunflower in the sun. This is a great one. Coming down, back to the middle, forward fold, and then growing up the other direction. Oh, it's so good for the back. Can you feel this, Mummy? So all your spine, yeah, you're giving it a TLC. We're lengthening, we're opening out the top, and then we're coming back down. Shall we do one more on each side? Breathe as you go. Sunflowers are beautiful in the sun, aren't they? So they reach up to get that sunlight, just like our bodies, and then slowly roll up the spine. So instead of the fitness salutation, I've thought of a new version today. So we're going to try and almost touch the floor. So if you're standing, I want you to bend the legs. Then you're going to touch your knees. Then you're going to touch your hips. Then you're going to touch your shoulders. And then we're going to lengthen at the top. You've got the option to come onto your toes. So we work those calves as well. A bit of balance if you're standing. So we could go floor, knees, hips, shoulders, down, and stretching overhead. Knees, if you're touching down, good. Knees, hips, shoulders, and that stretch. Lovely. Good. So that's just a little option, just like a little warm-up that we can do, a daily wake-up. This has got our warrior poses in. You know I love a little bit of yoga, and it's a lovely one to get nice and strong. So we're going to do this seated or standing, and we're going to go for a nice simple warrior to start off with. So what we're going to have is our legs nice and wide. My one toe is pointing outwards, and that heel of the pointed foot is matching up to the arch of the other foot. So it's that sort of archy bit. We're going to have the legs nice and wide. So that's wide because once I start bending, if you're seated, you've got them bent already. But if you're standing, I want to make sure that this knee stays behind that toe. And if you're seated, we're going to just lift the arms up. We're going to come really nice and strong. We're going to look over that one side, the one that we're looking over a mountain, like a big warrior, strong person, because you are all strong today. If you're standing, you're going to lean. So if you're able to stand, I would love you all to get up because this is a really good posture, yeah? It's quite hard at any point. If you're standing, you need to release off. Just come down, but if you can, we're going to hold. So is everyone standing that is able to? Bit of yoga here, bit of strengthening. Holding this isometric move is great for your blood pressure. There's a study that has shown things like planks, wall sits. Even here, I'm thinking if we could hold for about 2 minutes and build up to that, we won't do 2 minutes today, but you could practice this. Then, if you can, you're going to straighten the front leg if you're standing. The back arm is going to come down the side, and I'm going to lift that other arm up. So now I'm looking up to the sky. Breathe and smile. Deep breath. This is like a nice little side bend. We could go even further. Lovely. Then we're going to bring our front arm down, almost place it on your shin. I've got my palm turned away from me, and the other arm, I'm going to try and get a straight line from this hand at the top down to the other hand. If you can, I want you all to give me a wave wherever you are. YouTube, Zoom, imagine you can see me. Good waves to mummy and me, and release it off. Well done. How do we feel? Give that little shake, and we're going to do the other side. So if you're able to stand, I can see Taruna auntie, Andrew, is my mum up and standing on this warrior because she knows how to do these every day. I'm sure she does them. Mummy, are you good? So you're going to stay seated, which is probably good for your knees. Just check that your heel is in the line with the arch of the other foot. It's nice and wide, that position, yeah? So if you're standing and you're bending that front knee, it's behind that toe. That's where I'm going to protect your knees. These are little tips, yeah, that I want good form. We're then going to raise the arms up. We're looking over that side of the mountain now. We're lovely and strong. Just keeping these arms. It's a lovely isometric hold. You could go deeper. Breathe into it. Shall we count down? 10. Mummy, can you count with me? Yeah. Everybody count. 9. Yay. 8. 7. Do what you can. 6. 5. Good. 4. 3. 2 and 1. If you've got that front knee bent, just straighten it out. And then if you're ready to, we're going to bring that front arm down. My legs are both straight at the moment. I'm giving you different options, but there's a lot of options in my book here as well. A nice straight position. Try and rotate that shoulder out and back so that we've got a lovely straight position here. Both arms in a straight line. Breathe in, breathe out, coming up, beautiful. Use your stomach muscles, and then we're going to do a nice back little position here where the back arm comes down the leg and the front arm comes up and over. I'm looking up to the sky. Can you give me a little wave, everyone? Smile, breathe, and relax. So little bit of a different warrior flow. Just come out of it gently. There is a QR code to this snack, which is in my book, so please check that out. We should be feeling a little bit warmer, but a lovely Andrew who messaged me, he's my regular Zoom participant and who I saw at the Alzheimer's walk as well with his lovely wife Barbara. Last week's YouTube workout, we added in the box step. So even if you're seated, you're imagining your feet going into a box position. So forwards and back. So obviously if I'm standing, I was showing you that some of you that are more able and have been practicing your sit and stands and your squats could even bend the legs. Others just standing, getting a bit of cardio in here. Andrew liked some of the moves and he reminded me of the grapevine. Now I haven't practiced this, Andrew. This is for you, but I think it was a side, 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 and a step. Is the grapevine? So you're kind of going side to side and a step. So mummy, if you're seated, you're going to have to do the box step. But if anyone knows grapevine, we are going to do just a little bit of side stepping. You can even just make up your own version because I haven't done this in years. So imagine a little bit of your favorite music on. When you do this again on YouTube, I want you to maybe play your favorite song. I'm just crossing my legs. Andrew, I'm probably doing the grapevine a bit wrong here. Mummy, you can do a box step so that you're going forwards, back and back. You can move your arms so that you're getting a nice full body move, even from seated. And if you're standing, I'm going to do a side to side. Do you want to come and join me, Mummy, for a little bit? Try this. You want to cross your legs over. So I've got one coming forwards and one coming back. But you can make up your own little dance move here. Is everyone dancing? Yay. Vinu uncle is actually practicing some Garba, I can see, which is our Navratri festival. So yeah, Please clap. You know what, we could make this into a bit of a, I haven't got the right music on here, but we're having a little dance off. So just have a bit of movement, a dance snack. Everybody up if you can get up. If you're seated, just stay seated. Just pretend you are having a bit of, you could even do some Garba, Mummy. Can you do Garba? Should we do a bit of Garba? So I think, do we go down and up, which is a nice little side step? Yay, let's do some Garba. You could even add a little turn in if you want. You could do some fancy steps coming in out. When is Navratri? We're having a little bit of fun here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's our, what's that, in October, our Indian festival, and you see us doing lots of different dances and beautiful outfits. Well done. Vinu Uncle, great inspiration there. Maybe we should do a bit of a dance snack every week. How's everyone feeling? All I can see is smiles. So that is the power of just, we haven't even got the music, but that was just a bit of movement to get us warm, because the next exercise on page 155 of my book is squats. This says to do as many body weight squats as you can. The sit and stands, and for an extra opener, it says a low yogi squat position, but we won't be doing that one. I want you to just focus on your leg strength. So I'm going to show you a few versions. Mummy, you can start squatting. Anyone that knows the sit and stand perfectly, please start, have a break, restart. Today's your chance to up your repetitions. You can do it body weight, or you can hold a weight. In front of you, Mummy, if you want to hold a weight, you can show them. I'm going to show you the seated options, because we have all ages and abilities. Even people working from home, you can work your leg muscles with a simple leg extension. Mummy's got her legs both straight out. Well done. You could even hold your weight out in front of you. That's even harder. You could add a hold, or you can just alternate the legs. Whatever you can do, focus on these quadriceps. Well done to those on already doing their sit and stands. The second level is with the chair. I'm using it as support in case I can't get up myself. My feet are just over shoulder width in whatever position you're doing. My knees are staying back, but they're going out in line with my toes. Please make sure you've got perfect form, because you may end up doing more squats today than usual. I'm just coming up a few inches. The full version, Mummy, doing it perfectly. Weight in your heels, coming all the way up, squeezing the glutes, touching down on the chair, coming straight back up if you can. Go nice and slow, even on the way down. That is the eccentric, negative part of the movement. You're going to get great results. When you're tired, please have a little seat and just shake it out. I've got no weight, but I could hold some weights here and maybe do a couple more. We've done quite a few today, guys. You've probably done about 2 minutes if you started at the beginning. So well done. 12. And relax, Mummy. Just shake it out. Circle out your ankles, maybe your head and neck. I'm holding some weights here. And I'm going to do 1 or 2 more just to give people that are more advanced a little bit of extra time. Wow. How many squats do you think you managed to do? When you play this back, maybe count that and put it in the comments on YouTube, because that's a great little way of keeping accountable. If you're standing, maybe loosen up the quads just by kicking your heels gently towards your glutes. That's it. You can just circle out your ankles here, lifting and relaxing. We're going into press up. So again, I'm giving those that have been doing my workouts for a while time to the wall or to their kitchen counter, which I think is the perfect place. So if you're on Zoom and you want to go to the kitchen to progress today, that is a great position to go to, yeah? So wherever you are in your house or your offices, against the table in the study would be amazing, or in your office. Mummy's going to the wall. She's keeping a lovely straight line. I'm going to show you a seated version. She's gone quite far back with her feet, So let me show you the progression of the wall press up. You could start close. What I'd like you to practice, actually, someone that's been doing this for a while, Andrew does them nice and narrow. So I normally say keep your hands wide, but if you'd like to today, try and bring your hands a little bit closer and your elbows come tucking in. So Mummy, do you want to try this? Your hands will come a little bit narrower and your elbows come tucking in. So rather than going out, we're working our triceps more, these underarm bingo wings. So inhaling, exhaling. Can you feel the difference? It's hard, right? Very good. Straight line core tie. Seated version is sitting, pressing against your thighs, working, imagining all your upper body muscles are working hard. In the book, I show you other versions, harder versions like Sonal Shah, who's on Zoom, is doing it on the floor, and she's doing a nice box press up, which is the next level. There's a 3/4, and then obviously for me in the mornings, I don't want anyone to try these, but this is the floor version. If you haven't done these before, I talk you through it in the book, so please go gently. This is obviously the full version that I try and do 10 of, 3 times a day if I can, just to keep my muscle mass up, which is the key. So well done on your press ups. Just circle out your wrists. Did you do more than usual? Could you practice that for homework? For homework, shall we set that again? Maybe every other day. Could you do your press ups? 2 sets of 10, Mummy? Have you been doing press ups? Well done. Your favorite. Do you want to read number 5?
Star jumps. Wake up the body and get the blood flowing and heart pumping with some low impact. No jumps or jumping jacks. Being sure to clap each time you start the day feeling like a star.
Be sure to clap because you are stars. I love that. Thank you for reading that out. So that's the way I've written it in my book. We're going to give ourselves a big clap. We're going to raise the heart rate. So we're getting in a bit of cardio here. We're keeping it low impact. Everyone watching, even if it's just 20 seconds of star jumps, this is your chance. Yeah, Mummy does double legs, but even seated, you can get... Good, let's keep going. Woo! Give yourselves a clap. Yay! And 20. What a great mood boost the star jumps are. They always lift my mood. How are we all feeling? Are we good? Yeah, feeling good? So, we're going to do something slightly new now. So I thought of some new exercises that are actually not in my book, but just something new because every workout on Fridays is different. I spend a long time planning it out. I actually have about probably 200 of these papers. I don't think I've ever shown them. Mummy sees them. This morning I got back from the school run and I had to quickly write this out. But last night I started thinking of new exercises. So we always do the high knee. It's a regular one of ours. But what I want us to do is start seated today. So what we're going to practice is we're going to do a high knee, Mummy, and then you're going to add in your calf raise. Then you're going to do the other high knee, and you're going to go onto your tiptoes. So we're just adding in a bit of coordination to keep our brains fit. So rather than just doing the normal high knee, we're getting 2 moves in one. So we do often keep our hands out in front of us. You can do that. So you could aim, high knee, and then both heels are off the ground. A high knee and both heels. When you're doing the high knee, think about these muscles, these hard to reach muscles, our lower abdominals. Now that's the seated option. I wanted us all to practice that together. If you're able to stand, this takes quite a lot of balance, yeah? So have a wall or something near you. I don't want anyone to fall. We do balance snacks and exercises to reduce our risk of falls. A high knee and then both going onto our tiptoes. Another high knee and up. So if anyone's able to stand, I want you to get up. Well done, Karuna Auntie. Well done, Ayush Auntie, Lala Uncle. Let's see who else we've got on Zoom. Mum, can you get up? Shah's up. Marion is up. I can see Purnima Auntie, Ambujam Auntie. Well done. So, Mummy, do you want to try the standing? Because it's a little bit of a challenge. We're just adding something new in. A high knee and then a lovely calf raise. Then the other side and a calf raise. We could, if you're feeling a bit stronger, you could keep your arms up in the air, holding some light tin cans, and try this way. It's another challenge. High knee, and then onto your toes. Keep balance. You've got to hold your stomach muscles in. I don't want anyone falling over, yeah? This is a little challenge here. Do we like this one? Yeah. It's a new exercise, so I'm just trying it out, but it's actually working a lot, yeah? We are using our core, which is our abs, to keep stable. We're using our legs. We're raising our heart rate, so our hearts, our lungs, our respiratory systems. We may be adding a bit of strength here, so our muscles are really working. One more, and relax. How was it? A new one. So thumbs up. I need feedback. Do we like that one? Okay, good. You're all being very sweet on Zoom, saying yes. But it's good to have feedback because I think of these new ideas. Those exercises we normally do separately, the heel raises, but let's mix it up to challenge our brain, our bodies. So we're going to do the leg extension seated now. Everyone's seated. We're going to have our arms out. We do our chest press, this 90 degree. If I had a protractor, your wrists are just above your elbows. Your elbows are at shoulder height. We're going to squeeze in and out, but we're going to also add in our leg extension because it's so effective. So we're going to squeeze. Let's get this going here. That's it. Mummy's got it. Whichever way it works, you're going to lift the leg, maybe as you squeeze the muscles in and out. We're working our chest and we're also working our leg. If you can grab some weight here. So baked bean tins would be perfect. Beginners, you don't have to use any weights. Mummy, do you want to use any baked bean tins? Or little light plastic bottles, even like dumbbells. But make sure your form is perfect. Leg extension and chest press. A double move again to really challenge ourselves. If it's hard, just do one of them. Just do the leg extension or the chest press. Oh, I can feel this. Can you squeeze in and out? Breathing as we go. 3 and 2 and 1. Amazing work. So relax there. There is an option to do a standing leg raise. So this is what I was thinking is, so if you can balance, Mummy, I'm going to show you, I'm going to pretend I'm holding on to something because I practice my balance every day from my book, so I've got quite good. If you're able to stand, I'm going to show you seated as well. I want you to stand nice and straight, and I want you to think about lifting the straight leg up and down. Each leg for 10. You could even hover, so you're balancing, so you're not really touching that heel on the floor. You're lifting it up as high as you can, as straight as you can. My foot is flexed towards me. I can really feel this. It's a controlled lift. So if you're seated, you could do it here. Straight leg this time. Up and down. Up and down. Mummy, it's quite hard seated. Do you want to do seated? Whichever one works for you. So we've done 10 on one side. Yeah. And then the other leg. Nice and straight. Up and down. It's really nice. Seated and standing. Because I want you to feel it. Keep your leg nice and straight. And can you bring your toes towards you? So you're almost getting a stretch on the back of the leg, but you're having to use your muscles. So I want anyone that's sat down just to try the seated version. So keep your shoulders back, back straight. My mum, can you do a little try of this seated version? Because I think you'll like this one as an option whenever you're maybe relaxing in the evenings. So mummy, keep your legs straight. Don't bend it. Just keep it straight all the way down, straight. When you bring it down, keep it straight. Then up and straight down. So even straighter if you can, yeah? Hard? It's quite hard, right? Should we try it seated, everyone, if you can give it a go? Or you can march it out, but this is quite difficult, keeping it straight. That's another version to work our leg strength. So I thought I'd add this one in, and maybe this can be an option for us now, because we keep having to progress and change the workouts. Again, what we're going to do this time is work our hips. So a version where my leg is straight and I'm going to bring it out to side and back. Mummy, can we do this now? So straight leg out to the side, straight leg and back, straight leg and back. How does that feel? You know I'm going to give you the standing version, holding on to support. This is important that you do hold on, but in case mummy comes up, I'm going to show you the standing version. Out to the side and in. Out. So mummy, do you want to come and stand? Hold on to the chair. Seated or standing. If you're standing, really make sure you have a little bit of support, or your stomach muscles are tight if your balance good. I've got my legs straight. Let me do the same side as mummy. Coming out and in. It's almost like a pendulum. You don't have to go far out, but you can really feel it in your sides, your inner thigh, your outer thigh, your glutes. Are we doing well on this one? Maybe 10 on each side and change. How do you like this? Good? Yes. So seated version, mummy's doing it standing, holding on. I've got my legs straight, coming out and in. It's a bit different seated, but it's still quite good. I can really feel my hips opening. And I'm using that leg stretch in and out. Well done. And relax. Good work. So now we're going to do our side raises. So have a little break. This is just a last little exercise here. Side raises with or without a weight, but then going to bring it to touch the opposite heel and coming back. Touch the opposite heel and coming out to the side. Twist and back. Now, when you twist, can you think about your stomach muscles? Yeah? We're just using the core. I haven't tried it standing. I thought of this late last night before bed. How is that balance? That is quite tough. I don't want anyone falling over, so I'm tempted to say stay seated. For anyone that is not practicing their balance every day like I'd love you to, please stay seated, twist and round. Mummy, do you want to use some tin cans, but you don't bang your foot, you just gently twist out and back. Let's go for 5 if you can. Twist it around. 4, good work everyone. 3 and 2 and 1. Relax it there. How are we all feeling? Gosh, time flies when you're having fun. I'm having a look at the time. We're going to do a little bit final finisher. Can you guess what I'm missing? A little bit of boxing, which you know I love. Exercise for sanity, not vanity. It is the best way to boost your mood. One of my favorite ways anyway. You could grab some light weights. Tin cans, light dumbbells, like 1 kg, I would say. We're going to pick up the pace if we're able to with our feet. We're going to really focus on punching away any worries, any stress. We want that lovely mood boost, endorphins, feeling good here. Punch it out, everyone. You are all fighters. I'm so proud of you all. Can we go? Mummy, count down. Everyone count from 10, 9, 8. Good. Count while you're doing it. It's good for your brain. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. amazing. Super, super work. How are we all feeling? Are we good? Are we relaxed? A little bit. We're going to do a few stretches. This is as important part of my Feel Good fitness prescription to reduce risks of injuries, page 127. If you've got my book, The Feel Good Fix, it is actually the wake up stretch snack, but I'm going to pick a few from here. We're going to start with the lovely forward fold. So this is actually a good one to do in the mornings. We're going to start with the forward fold. So if you're seated, first of all, let's just take a few deep breaths. Bring the heart rate down. My heart rate was high there with the boxing. We're then going to come into a little forward fold where you're going to have your head maybe coming between your legs. If you're standing, just letting everything go. I want you to relax your head and neck. Maybe give yourself some nods, some no's, just shaking out any tension in the neck. If you're standing, you feel a nice stretch on the backs of your legs. Just breathe here. Inhale, exhale, deep breaths to bring back the nice, normal heart rate and breathing. Inhale, exhale, one more inhale, and the next exhale, I want you to engage your stomach muscles and slowly, slowly unravel your spine up to standing or seated. We're going to do a cat-cow. We're going to do a different version today. We're going to stay seated, so we're actually going to really put our hands on our knees this time. We're going to round the back, so round it like a C shape. So Mummy, can you see my spine? I'm trying to make it like a proper C shape, chin to chest, curling, and then I'm going to bring my chest through. My hands are still on my knees, but my elbows are bent, and I'm going to bring those elbows back, squeezing them back. So the arms are straight as I round out. Inhale, and then exhale, pushing through. So almost like a cat-cow. Lift through your chin. Good, Mummy. Looking up. Should we do a couple more? So it's a different version today. It's like a seated cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. I do show in my book the one on all fours, so do look at the book and the QR code to the video. Inhale, but this is so nice. Can you feel this? Yeah, to just open out. We did a lot with our chests, so we're going to actually bring the hands into the middle of our back. You can come up to standing if you want, and you're going to try and bring those elbows back and together. Take a few deep breaths. So I'm really trying to encourage these elbows pushing back and together. So really lovely stretch all across the upper body. You did probably a lot of press-ups today. We did our chest presses. We've done a whole host of different movements today. So it's really important to stretch. Lovely. My mum is already doing the Feel Good Hug on Zoom. She read my mind. So my Feel Good Hug has its own snack, all the benefits of a hug. Giving yourself some self-love first. Opening out. I call it the standing or seated cat-cow, my version. Opening out, really arch the tailbone, lift through the chin. Positive inhale, and then round the back. I want you to give yourself a big hug. You could do this seated or standing. Pause for a moment with your hug. Hug yourself, love yourself. Self-love is so important. Some self-care. It has its own section in my book. More ideas for self-care as well. If you've got a loved one with you, anyone in the house, or if you're alone, this is a big feel-good hug from me and Mummy to all of you. Otherwise, you can go and give your loved one, your partner, a big hug. Well done, Mummy.
Well done.
So proud of you joining me. You inspire so many people by you being here. So thank you so much. We're going to do a little few stretches just for the backs of our legs. We did a lot of squats. We're going to do a double leg one today. So we're going to have our feet out in front of us. You can then reach up. We're going to do this seated. Lengthen out the spine. Re-arms up. Big positive inhale. And then we're just going to fall forward. Don't worry if you can't touch your toes. just wherever it reaches, maybe your shins, even your thighs. I want you to relax your head and neck, so no tension. Straight legs, so you feel a lovely stretch from the top of the back of the leg, your hamstrings, all the way down your calves. Even my arms are stretched here, my back is stretched. I know it's tight, so maybe breathe into it. Over time, I promise you stretching will get easier. There's science in my book showing how stretching and strength training both work to really build muscle so well together. It's amazing what stretch can do. Inhale, exhale. Shall we take one positive inhale and then slowly release it off here? We're going to give ourselves another little hug of a single leg, just drawing it in, spine nice and straight towards your chest, hugging your knee in, maybe rotating your ankle. Lovely little stretch here. And another little hug here with the other leg. Beautiful work. How do we feel, Mummy?
Good.
Can you think of any other stretch you want to add in? Where do you feel tight right now? Anywhere, your neck, or should we do a little side stretch? Good, you always do that. Well done. Let's do those. So we did our lots of banded work in the beginning, so good idea. We're bringing this arm, looking over that shoulder, so we're releasing out the upper back, the lats, the shoulders, seated or standing, holding in. Great work, Mummy. I think you can run the session soon. Yeah, she's going for a nice neck stretch. Good, Nisha, very good at teaching here. So we're going to get you qualified as a personal trainer. That would be so cool. She doesn't be qualified. I think she knows it all now. So I'm just bringing one hand to opposite ear. Relax that shoulder down. Hold that stretch. Lovely work. Any more, Mummy? Next week, you're going to do the session for me. Yay, she'll be here. We're going to do a nice feel-good finish. Again, this is in my book, its own outright snack. You know what it is. If you do this workout regularly, we always finish breathing in, lifting the arms, breathing in positivity. Exhale, bring the arms down, release any tension, negativity, stress, big breath out. We have workouts in Gujarati from the pandemic. Mummy started in Gujarati. Lovely, thank you so much. One big positive inhale. This time, bring that positivity together at the top, then bring it down to your amazing heart center before you rush off to your crazy, busy lives or whatever you're doing. Close your eyes. Say thank you to your amazing body. I've done a whole section on gratitude, on journaling. There's so many things we need to be grateful for. So just be grateful that you turned up. Even if you did a minute, it counts. Most of you did a lot more, so I'm so proud of you. Give yourselves a huge clap. Well done, Mummy. Well done, everyone. Please share these workouts. They're all saved on my YouTube channel. I want to help as many people as possible with these workouts. You're all amazing for even joining in for a quick exercise snack. I will see you next Friday at 10 o'clock. I've actually streamed on TikTok today as well for a bit of fun. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. Do leave a comment. Let me know how you